today.
Talk to your doctor to see if Stellara is right for you.
Mattress Discounters, where the difference is the discount.
You're watching CBS 6 News, winner of the Emmy Award for overall station excellence.
You saw some rain across the area today, and with so many events going on around town, lots of people want to know, how are they shaping up? Good evening, everyone. I'm Angela Pellerano. Let's send it over to the man with the answers, meteorologist Mike Stone. So how's it looking, Mike?
Well, Angela, we're still going to have a couple of widely scattered showers and sprinkles this evening, but nothing as steady as the stuff that came through this afternoon. You can watch over the last 3 hours of steady rain exiting towards the south and east. We have some light sprinkles and pockets of drizzle across the Richmond metro area. And there's even a bit more rain up towards the north between Stanton and Culpeper. That's tracking almost due easterly, but as we widen the picture, you can look out towards the west. There are some more clusters of showers with some embedded thunderstorms. Those will weaken by the time they get here, but they will get here during the overnight hours. So in the meantime, just some widely scattered showers. Temperatures are pretty cool. In fact, we've dropped down into the low 50s, even some upper 40s across most of the area. And if you have plans the next couple of hours going down to the ballpark or to RIR, just a few widely scattered showers, better chances for that north of I-64 with temperatures holding right around 50 degrees. The chance of rain does go up, though, a bit overnight into daybreak tomorrow with lows in the upper 40s, but we will see some improvement tomorrow and then a huge warm up for the week ahead. More on that in a few minutes, Angela.
Thank you, Mike. It's race weekend in Richmond, and Richmond International Raceway, home of tonight's NASCAR spring race, the Capital City 400. That's where more than 80,000 people are attending despite today's rain. Sports director Lane Casadante joins us live with the very latest. Lane?
Well, Angela, that rain that Mike was talking about earlier, it stayed here at RIR and got the track and everything just wet enough where the track dryers weren't doing any good. You can probably hear them off in the distance right now. They are on the backstretch. The jet dryers are on the track right now. Normally it takes them about 90 minutes to get this place ready for racing. With cloudy, cool temperatures, it might take a little bit longer, but during the drivers' meeting, which just happened about 30 minutes ago, there was no talk of delaying tonight's race, and they are going to do everything they can to get it in. You mentioned the fans that were here. Some of them are taking advantage of the wet weather to take some pictures at Victory Lane, where hopefully we will be able to crown a champion for this race later tonight. Coming up in sports, we'll talk with 3 of the drivers that feel they have a pretty good shot at showing up here later tonight. Angela, we'll send it back to you.
We're crossing our fingers. Thanks a lot, Lane. And in other news, a 27-year-old man is clinging to life tonight after police say he was shot. It happened today in the town of Prospect. That's in Prince Edward County. Our Sandra Jones is just back from there and joins us now live in the studio. Sandra, what'd you find out?
Well, Angela, the Prince Edward County Sheriff's Office is handling this case with the help of state police. Right now, investigators are releasing very few details about the shooting, but we talked to people who say they knew the victim, or know the victim, I should say, and suspect something more.
It's kind of a shock. You said I just walked out of the store and hear that.
Perry Tannery, like others in the tiny community of Prospect, just outside of Farmville, are stunned to hear about a shooting.
That's why I moved up here with my kids, because something like this doesn't happen.
Crime tape still litters the ground where neighbors say Thomas Scott lives. The Prince Edward County Sheriff's Office confirmed to CBS 6 that the 27-year-old was shot early Saturday morning, but the sheriff's deputy would not release any other details. People who know the victim did.
We've hung out occasionally, off and on.
Tannery says he's known Thomas Scott for 10 years and recently ran into him at the store.
I'd say about a week and a half ago in Walmart. He seemed pretty happy. He was walking with his girlfriend and his kids.
Tannery tells us he and Scott were hanging with the wrong crowd, but says both were now on the right path.
He wasn't a bad dude, you know what I mean, but he wasn't the greatest, but he didn't deserve anything like this.
And while investigators piece together what happened, friends of the victim are praying for him and his family.
And I hope the best can come of this. I hope he pulls through.
And God will be with him.
Now, Prince Edward County Sheriff's Office would not release the victim's condition or the extent of his injuries, but we do know he's at VCU Medical Center in the trauma unit. We are working to bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. Angela, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Sandra. Richmond police are investigating a crash that sent one man to the hospital with serious injuries. Investigators say it happened around 1:25 this morning in the 1200 block of Carey Street. Police say the 25-year-old male victim was crossing the street when he was hit. No word on whether charges will be filed against the driver. Developing right now in Roanoke, a fast and furious fight for the Republican Party's nomination for the U.S. Senate. The debate, the first of three, will pit frontrunner George Allen against Tea Party activist Jamie Radke of Chesterfield County, Chesapeake Minister E.W. Jackson, and Delegate Bob Marshall from Prince William. Former Governor Allen is hoping to reclaim the Senate seat that he lost in 2006. Hundreds of people stepped into spring today for a good cause. Today was the 4th annual Festival of Feet. That's right, it happened in Bowling Green. It's a memorial 5 and 10K in memory of First Sergeant Mark Haygood, who served in the Virginia State Police. Haygood died in May of 2008 from brain cancer. He leaves behind a wife and 3 children.
I told him that First Sergeant Haygood was the epitome of the image of a state trooper. He represented the department well. When you thought of state trooper, that's what you thought of. He was the epitome of physical fitness and everything the department is looking for.
Now, every year since Haygood's passing, the Festival of Feet has been held to raise money for the American Cancer Society and the Virginia State Police Association's Emergency Relief Fund. The city of Richmond looks a little better today than it did last night. That's because 1,500 volunteers spread out across the Eastview neighborhood today to fix up some of the homes in need of a makeover. We're talking about 44 homes that got a facelift today, everything from painting to porch repairs. The work is all thanks to Rebuilding Together of Richmond. They're from the local chapter of a national nonprofit that seeks to keep the low-income elderly and the disabled in their homes. Minutes are precious during a medical emergency, and if you live in the West End and in Goochland, it can take a while to get to a hospital, but not anymore. A new emergency center at West Creek will officially open Monday to fill that need. The new West Creek Emergency Center is near the Goochland-Henrico County line. That's right off of 288 and Tuckahoe Creek Parkway. It is now the closest emergency facility in the Short Pump area.
It's 24/7 and it's a full-service emergency room. It can take care of any type of patient, whether it's a minor sore throat, earache, ankle sprain, all the way up to a patient that's having a heart attack or in cardiac arrest.
And soon, an open area right next to the facility will become a helipad so helicopters can airlift patients out of here to another hospital during an emergency. West Creek Emergency Center officially opens Monday, May 1st. Richmond Mayor Dwight Jones kicked off his Health Richmond campaign today with the Get Health, Stay Healthy Expo. It was held at the Greater Richmond Convention Center. The event offered free dance classes, free healthy cooking tips, and free health screenings. Mayor Jones says the Healthy Richmond campaign is designed to promote well-being in the city of Richmond.
We want Richmonders to live longer, we want to reduce health care costs, and we just want to move from sedentary lifestyles.
This is all part of the city's Healthy Richmond campaign that included their bicycle pedestrian ad campaign and breastfeeding campaign. Up next, the manhunt for a fugitive in Washington state is over. The latest on the search for a man who police say killed his wife and daughter, then went into hiding underground. Then the Secret Service getting a lesson in how to behave in the midst of a prostitution scandal. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Just when you thought you were done with your paint project, you discover paint bleed under your tape. Not anymore with patented Frog Tape. Frog Tape is the only tape treated with paint block technology. Watch how it works. Paint block reacts with water, simulating latex paint, and instantly gels to form a micro barrier that seals the edges of the tape, preventing paint bleed. Look at the results. With Frog Tape, no messy lines, no paint bleed. And now, Frog Tape Delicate for wallpaper, faux finishes, and freshly painted surfaces.
Sunday, Hanes gives up. The whole store, up to 70% off. Hanes gives up. We'll give up all interest and payments for the next 2 years. We'll even give up free home delivery. Sunday, we'll give it all up to 70% off every living room, bedroom, and dining room. Even up to 70% off at Paul's TV. And you give up nothing. No interest, no payments for 2 years. Till 7 p.m. Sunday, Hanes gives up the whole store. Up to 70% off.
We have been struggling for months and months.
NACA, a nonprofit HUD-certified organization, can make your mortgage payment affordable, and it's free.
I came in here with 13%, and I got approved for 2%.
Don't miss this incredible opportunity to get an affordable mortgage payment, saving hundreds and sometimes more than $1,000 a month.
We went from $1,527 down to $858.
Make it happen at NACA's American Dream event at the Greater Richmond Convention Center, Thursday, May 3rd through Monday, May 7th. It's free. Sign up at NACA.com.
The economy's been tough on the Clarks. Mike lost his job, Jackie got sick. Now there's work for both of them, but miles apart. So they need a second car. The problem is their credit. But a man named Paul Owen at a place called Drive Time is about to get them back on the road. With a great car and the same 3-year warranty all Drive Time vehicles get. Over 500,000 people are back on the road, thanks to people like Paul and Drive Time.
You're watching CBS 6 News, winner of the Emmy Award for Overall Station Excellence.
A manhunt for a fugitive is over in Washington state. Police say they found a body that appears to be a survivalist wanted for his killing his wife and his daughter. Duarte Geraldino has the latest from New York.
Police commandos used explosives to blow open this bunker in the foothills east of Seattle. Inside, they found a body.
They believe that the person has been dead for some time. There's a great deal of blood and a pistol nearby, and they do believe that this is Peter Keller.
The manhunt began last Sunday when Keller's wife and teenage daughter were found dead from gunshot wounds inside the burning remains of their home. The 41-year-old disappeared, but police found pictures on his computer that gave them a general idea where the bunker was located. They believe he first started building it 8 years ago and that it was loaded with supplies including food, a gas mask, and a generator. Family members describe Keller as having a survivalist mentality and say he was probably heavily armed.
What we're going to do next is take a step back and have our bomb disposal unit ensure that the scene is safe and to check for any kind of booby traps or bombs that may be involved or explosives.
The search for a killer in a popular hiking and biking area had many on edge for a week.
Slightly scary. I know my wife is pretty apprehensive.
Police say photos of Keller's elaborate bunker don't do it justice. It was fortified, has multiple levels and numerous entrances. Duarte Geraldino, CBS News.
The Secret Service has issued strict new behavior guidelines. This comes after 2 weeks when the Secret Service prostitution scandal broke in Colombia. Allegations of inappropriate behavior has since expanded to 4 countries. Among the new standards, foreign nationals cannot enter employees' hotel rooms, and drinking alcohol can only be done while off duty and only in moderate amounts. Next week, more than 100 Secret Service personnel are scheduled to take an ethics in law enforcement class. Another recall to tell you about, this one on the produce aisle. The Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services says certain soybean products sold around the state may be contaminated with listeria. Henry's Farm Incorporated is now recalling all packages of soybean sprouts. You can soon pay cash for items when you buy from Walmart online. Here's how it works. You select products from on Walmart.com, pick them up at your local store, and then pay with cash. Walmart says it's trying to help customers who don't have credit or debit cards.
And we've seen a bit of rain across the area today. We still have a little bit more to get through before the weekend's over, but if you've been kind of longing for that summer-like weather we had in weeks past, we have good news for you coming up in your full 7-day forecast next.